is Step 1 with Freddie Wilson. Welcome to another season of Step 1. I am Freddie Wilson. This is our first episode of Season 4. As a reminder, you can find every episode of Step 1 on Spotify and YouTube. And if you want to see more of Step 1, give me a follow on Instagram at Step 1 with Freddie Wilson and Twitter at Step 1 Podcast. We got a great guest for you today. My good friend Ben Brandeis is joining the show to help preview the college football season. And we're going to get right to that. All right, let's ride. All right, today we welcome on a very special guest. First episode of the season. Here to talk about all things college football. Ben Brandeis, welcome to Step 1. How are you doing?
I'm always good, man. It's always good to see you. Always good to be here. Ready for the season. Let's dive in.
All right, before we talk about each individual conference, let's talk about the offseason a little bit. Who would you say are some of the teams that won the offseason?
I can think of one down south that made a pretty big upgrade down in the bayou. You got to start with LSU,
I
right?
mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, the $50 million roster. They're basically taking state tax funds and pushing that towards NIL. If this doesn't work, the governor's on the hot seat. There's going to be a lot of questions to be answered, man.
Yeah, I think they definitely are going all in because they haven't made the playoffs since 2019 season.
hmm
They got rid of Brian Kelly. They upgraded coach wise. I think Lane Kiffin's a great fit, but it's not championship or bust. Like they can wait a year, but they're really going all in this year.
Yes, I would agree. Right? It's not. It's certainly not. 1 year all in or you're screwed. But you do want to see a. I think they're thinking playoff this year for sure. I mean, they have the weapons, they have the payroll, they have the coaching. I mean, you brought up 2019. They have Ogeron back. He's coaching the D line.
Yeah, they have the guys to be a playoff team. I haven't looked at their schedule. I know they play Ole Miss early at Ole
Week three.
Miss,
Yeah, week three.
but I haven't looked at the rest of their schedule. LSU football. Let's see if they have any other big games or if it's an easier schedule. They have Clemson to start, but who knows how good Clemson's going to be? And it's in Baton Rouge. They're going to be Clemson.
I would think they're going to be Clemson, but I guess if you want to give Dabo respect, I won't say you're crazy, but I mean they've fallen a long way since where they were in even 2020, right? Post Lawrence.
Yeah, but if you look at LSU's schedule, they do have a hard stretch where they have to go play Auburn, which at Auburn, which Auburn's probably not going to be that good. Hard place to win. Then you play
Yep.
Bama, which who knows how good Bama's going to be, but still, Bama always plays well against LSU.
I think I think they'll be good. I think they'll have a similar season to last year. New quarterback. I think they'll make the playoff. And if you're an Alabama fan, you'd probably call that a failure. But if you were, let's say you played in Chestnut Hill and I told you you're making the playoff, you'd probably be extremely excited, right?
Yeah,
So it's all about perspective.
but after they play Bama, they play Texas and then they
Yep.
play Tennessee.
Yeah.
They got a 4 game stretch there that is rough.
Yes. But that's just conference play, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's just
what
the SEC. It's a 9 game SEC schedule.
Yep. I was gonna say you took exactly where I was going, right? You make these super conferences, you're gonna have a couple really good teams with three losses, right? Somebody's got to lose these games.
Yeah. So I think LSU, they could easily lose 2 games and still make the playoff.
hmm I think
Any
I for sure think so. Unless one of the games they drop is like a boneheaded game. But I mean, if you think about it, right, like what the laughing stock of the SEC forever was Vanderbilt. I mean, is there even a laughing stock in the conference anymore? I mean, Mississippi State got better. Vanderbilt just got a nasty quarterback, 5-star.
I don't know how good Mississippi State's going to be this year.
But the record might be bad because someone's got to lose these games. But again, I mean, they have a good quarterback. They had 3 losses last year, but all one-score game, right? So the point is the floor is significantly higher than it probably was 5, 10 years ago. I mean, they're
Yeah.
all putting money in. So You're gonna have these two, three loss teams, and LSU could be one of them.
Because I still for that Kentucky game, I'm a Will Stein guy because he's our Oregon's offensive coordinator. I think
Yep.
Kentucky might be better than people realize.
And they're probably the basement of the conference, but I mean that'll only probably be 1, 2 years. I like Stein as well. That was a good hire. I mean, they got lucky that he's from Kentucky. I mean, that's not the sexiest job in the country, right? So
It's
get although he's not a Wildcat himself, right? He went to Louisville.
mm, yeah, he went to
Um,
Louisville.
yeah. So I think LSU is one of the biggest winners of the offseason. I think you are. Your Ducks were one of the biggest winners of the offseason. Just keeping Dante Moore around
Keeping the D
and
line around, receiver core.
yep. Yeah. So
Oklahoma State, I've heard, has had a pretty good
yeah.
offseason.
Yep.
Oregon
They've
plays them week two. A little more nervous about that game than I should be.
No, I don't think so at all. I think you should be nervous. I mean, if you're Oregon, right? You should think you could beat the brakes off anybody, but is it in Stillwater or is it in Duke?
It's in Stillwater.
Yeah, I mean that's not if they feel like they're good, then that's not an easy place
It's not going to be
to win. Who
69-6
do you
like it
think
was last year.
who do you think the biggest
Who do I think the biggest loser of the offseason
yeah,
is?
who do you think the biggest loser was? Because I, I think there's only one answer.
I don't know who you're thinking of. Who are you
Oh,
thinking of?
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Give it a whole. That's kind of what I was
Texas
thinking.
Tech. So
No,
yeah,
no more,
easy. I
no more
mean,
Sorsby. They got Castellanos
no more
today.
Sorsby. I
Castellanos
know.
has
I
got
know that. I mean, it's
Boston
very
College
fitting that we
legend.
record today. Yeah, almost lost the Holy Cross. I think no Texas Tech easy loser. I mean, we'll
I
see
still
if
think they're going to win a
Castellanos.
big. I still think they're going to win the Big 12 though.
Yeah, but I mean, with Sorsby, they could have won the national championship.
Maybe I don't know if they're that good, but I don't think Sorsby was good, but like Sorsby was
Oh,
not that good.
I think he could have been. I mean, let's think about the most highly regarded quarterbacks in college football. All right, your boy.
Mm.
You have Julian Sand, right? You have Arch Manning of the world. Obviously, none of them have delivered in a playoff or anything yet. So, like, who's to say
Well,
Sorsby
Dante
couldn't pull
Moore
it?
won two playoff games. One of them was against Texas Tech. I'm
Who was
aware we lost 56-22. I'm aware.
who was the other one?
It was James Madison,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we didn't beat the spread.
No, no, you did not.
That's because we were playing
Uh,
all of our backups. It was garbage time. They just got a couple garbage time TDs.
it doesn't matter. I mean, covering or not, right? It doesn't. My point is, and I mean, you guys did beat current Patriot. Was it Barrett Bachmeyer? Is Barrett Bachmeyer and or Baron Morton? One of them's a BYU. I can't remember.
Barrett Bachmeyer is BYU. He's
Yeah,
still
so
playing at BYU.
Baron Morton
Yes.
is he's a Patriot right now. But the point being, I mean, I think Sorsby was a stud. I think he could be. I think he, could have taken them all the way, and I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know. But I
Um,
still think with Will Hammond and if Castellanos ends up playing, I think Texas Tech is my favorite to win the Big 12 by far.
yeah, this
Because
is for another winner also. Miami.
Miami, yeah, Darian
That's a
Mensah.
Terry Mensa. That's a big time winner. Shout out to my guy
All
Tonis.
right, we can start the ACC, our favorite conference.
Yeah, yeah, our conference.
Is this year Miami wins the ACC?
I mean, I don't know. Like, what did O'Brien do? Who'd they bring in?
Oh, you're talking about Boston College?
No, yeah, yes, I was kidding. But yeah, I mean, the same way that Big 12 is Texas Tech to lose, the ACC is Miami versus the field.
Miami
Pretend.
hasn't even made the ACC championship game in a. Have they ever made the ACC championship game?
That's a good question. I don't know. They got lucky though. How big of a mess that the ACC got last year with Duke.
I said on the show multiple times. I did the math. No one could explain to me how Duke made the cut to the ACC championship game with 5 losses. And I did the math and I looked at the tiebreakers and I still don't get it.
Don't you have a recurring guest on this show who went to Duke?
I do, yes. He was the basketball
What?
manager.
Yeah, what did he explain it to you? Because it was all tiebreakers, right?
He's not a football guy, so he just said, Duke, go Duke.
You know what I think? I know. I think it's pretty simple. It was one of their losses was NC State, but that was an out of conference
It was an
game.
out of conference game. And
Yeah.
then, like, no, that was Virginia who had an NC State non-conference game, and Virginia was in
Oh,
the
was it?
that was
Was it?
Virginia. No,
Okay.
but
Well,
Duke lost like only two conference games, but they lost three non-conference games and somehow won the ACC
yeah.
and then didn't make the playoff.
I think though it's at the end of the day it's Miami's to lose. Although I mean when we're talking about quarterbacks, right? You have guys like Kevin Jennings at SMU, like they have all the money in the world as well. They're going to be hungry.
Yeah, I think
Um,
SMU's due for a bounce back year.
yeah, I
Uh,
think so.
what's the case with Virginia Tech? James Franklin, who I really thought, and I said on the show, I thought he was going to Auburn. He
I
didn't
know.
go to Auburn.
I remember that. I think they're a work in progress. I don't think the Virginia Tech expects the world from him. If they have a good season,
I think if they're
they'll
competitive in the ACC, that's all they can ask for year one.
yeah. I think they're thinking playoff, but it would be hard to be doing it this year, right? I would think next year is when they
Let him build, let him recruit a little bit. Like,
mhm.
and then like once he shows he can build some, then he can add to transfers
Yeah.
because he can
So
coach. I don't think anyone doubts that.
no,
He
not at
can't
all.
win the big. He can't win the big game.
But yeah, well, of course. I mean, you're talking to one of the preeminent Penn State haters in the country.
Do you still hate Penn State now? Even with
I
Jay,
will, of course. I mean, it's a family show. We don't have to get into it, but
you have some opinions about Penn State.
I have opinions on Penn State, their former coaching staff. Google it. There's an Al Pacino movie. Watch it. I guess I'm not gonna.
I did see that movie.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not a Penn State guy.
All right.
Uh, so I mean, well, what do you think about Georgia Tech though, Fred, with Alberto Mendoza?
I mean, I'm always high on Georgia Tech. I think Brent Keys is a great coach. They
I
do
agree.
play Tennessee week two. That isn't it is at Georgia Tech, but there's gonna be a lot of Tennessee fans there
Yeah,
because a lot of Tennessee fans end up in Atlanta anyways. So
yeah.
it's gonna be like 50% Tennessee fans. They travel well.
Oh yeah, at least I would say. And Georgia Tech, I mean, they're like Boston College. They're not known. I mean, they've had a lot more success in the history of college football, but they haven't, had that winning culture in probably 25, 30 years, I think. If I'm wrong, that's fine, but they're not known as being a football faithful anymore. And again, I'll own that if I'm wrong.
I mean,
Um, what do you think?
I haven't looked extensively at their schedule, but
Who do you think has a better finish, Virginia Tech or Virginia?
I think I don't know how good Virginia's supposed to be this year because obviously last year they were pretty good.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if that success is going to continue. I think Virginia Tech. I got to go for Hokies, man. Like we went down to Virginia Tech last fall. Great atmosphere. They were a 3-win team, and the atmosphere was still great.
And before we move on, so we both are in agreement Miami wins the conference, right?
I think Miami does win the conference and still makes the playoff.
Who
I
do you
think
think wins the conference?
it's going to be some random team. I don't know who, but it's not going to be Miami. Miami's going to somehow like lose a game they're not supposed to lose, but
What does
still like
B what does BC have to do to win the conference?
BC's not going to win a game on the road. I've looked at their road schedule. It is rough.
Who do they have at home this year? I mean, we famously had that bet I would come over and cook you dinner if they beat Notre Dame,
They
which
play Notre Dame, but in South Bend.
yeah.
They're not beating Notre Dame at South Bend. They play Rutgers. The white bandana game is against Rutgers opening night, which I might go to.
Okay, respect.
So that's week two. But they play. I've looked at their road schedule. It's like Cincinnati, which they could win, but probably won't.
Shout out to Sorsby.
Shout out to Sorsby. They play Notre Dame on the road. They play Miami on the road. They play SMU on the road. They're not winning a single road game this year. They might win a
No.
home. They might win a couple home games.
Who do they have? Who's their toughest game at home though?
Who's their toughest game at home? Good question. Boston College football. I think their toughest game at home is probably Virginia Tech
And it's
football.
not that doesn't move the needle as much. I'm trying to think of the this year's bet we could have, but I don't. Virginia Tech doesn't move the needle the way Notre Dame did.
Yeah,
Um,
it does. It does. Yeah, like being Virginia Tech, like great. They play Rutgers at home. Rutgers isn't that good. It's
so
they have an easy. They have a relatively easy home schedule.
so I have Miami winning it. You have the field. How many playoff teams get out of the ACC?
I think it depends how good the ACC winner is. The winner of the ACC. It depends because I think Miami's going to make
Pick
the
your neck
playoff.
off, right? Give me a take, man. Give me
I
one, two,
I think two. I think the
two.
winner of the ACC and Miami.
Okay.
Miami's going to be like a two-loss, maybe an ACC runner-up,
Okay.
but I don't think this year Miami wins it. I think Chris Ball proved me wrong a lot last season, but he still made the classic Chris Ball mistakes.
Oh yeah, he can't. He's. I mean, he makes one dumb mistake against in the game that they always have to win, and it's always against Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Do they play Georgia Tech this year?
It's a great question. I don't know.
Miami football. I'm curious. Um, they do not play Georgia Tech. They do play Notre Dame though, so they could lose to Notre Dame.
Yeah, but I mean, that's obviously not a damaging loss. We should move on from the ACC though.
We should move on from the ACC. Do you want to move to the Big 12?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, we've talked about Texas Tech. I think they're going to win the conference. I know they Sorsby's out, but I still think their defense is good. They put in a lot of money. But
Oh
does
my God, they
BYU
should.
compete this year? I know they have to play Notre Dame, but does BYU compete in the Big 12 this year?
I think they do. I think they're the second best team in the conference. I mean, I talk about where we're at in college football in 2026. Like BYU keeping their coach over Penn State is the perfect personification of how crazy things have gotten, where they can just piles and piles of money and a job that, is probably a pretty prestigious job, Penn State, just goes away and disappears. So I think they're a really good team. I think they're a deep team. They got Bear, as we
Yeah.
talked about earlier, right? So they have a veteran QB. And I mean, the only team they lost to last year was Tech. So I think they'll be back where they were.
Because the Big 12 is not that deep of a conference. There are plenty of bad teams in the Big 12.
It's super top heavy, 100%. It's the teams in Texas, it's BYU, and then it's everybody else, right? Especially with Matt Campbell leading Iowa State.
Yeah. Like I'm
Um,
not, I have no hopes for Iowa State this year.
I had a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think Where do you think Utah ends this year with Kyle Whittingham gone?
Kyle Whittingham gone. I think Utah's done. I know it's a hard place to play and all, but
Good quarterback though,
good quarterback. Who's their quarterback?
Devin Dampier.
Devin Dampier's still there. He didn't go to Michigan.
Nope.
I I think it'll be a hard place to play, but I think they're going to be very much rebuilding.
Yeah. No, 100%. I'm with you.
And like their coach left late too, so like they really they're really at a disadvantage.
Sharon Moore. Talk about someone we didn't get to, the winners or losers, right? Michigan.
Michigan lost and then won.
Yeah. Well, and Sharon lost. Sharon lost a lot of things
Run
actually.
lost big time. Michigan was a loser for a day and then happened to hit the jackpot with Kyle Whittingham.
Yeah. So
But
how many teams get out of
Big
the Big
12,
12? Yeah.
I think it's just the Big 12 winner. I think it's just Texas Tech. I
So
think
and
B-
okay.
I think BYU. I don't think BYU beats Notre Dame,
No.
and I think they'll lose the Tech. And if they play, I don't know if they play Tech. Let's check BYU schedule football. Do they play Tech? They play Utah Tech, but that's not Texas Tech.
Okay.
They do not play Texas Tech, and they play Notre Dame at home. So Notre Dame's going to have to go to Provo, and that's going to be a tough place to play for Notre Dame.
Oh my God. I mean,
You got the
it's
Mormons
gonna
going
be
ham.
gonna be 30. 40, 50,000 people twisted off caffeine-free Diet Coke going bananas.
Yeah, to hit the soda.
Um,
They pregame at the soda bars.
yeah, 100%. Um,
BYU schedule. I mean, obviously you got to play Utah at Utah, but like it's a relatively easy schedule.
so I'll stick my neck out. I'll say BYU wins the conference just so we can, compare at the end of the year how we do.
All right, I like that.
I think Sorsby is a huge, huge loss. And they lost guys like David Bailey,
And they
right? Like they lost a
did
lot of the
Jacob
defense.
Rodriguez go to the draft too?
Yeah. Yeah, yes, he did. So or is it yeah, it is Jacob Rodriguez.
Mhm.
So I think to your point, I think only one team gets it in. We have different teams, obviously.
Mhm.
And it sounds like we both think that Oklahoma State takes a leap forward. Before we move to, let's do the Big Ten next. But what do you think about K State? Do you think
I was
Avery
gonna.
Johnson?
I don't know about Avery Johnson. Like he was good for flashes, but he definitely regressed last year. We were not. I was not watching much Kansas State football last year.
Well, I'm a huge Avery Johnson guy. It hurt my feelings to see where they wound up. So I would love to see them back.
But yeah, there's still teams in the Big 12. We got to talk about Colorado because obviously they regressed a lot last year. I know Dion had his medical issues, but like
Yeah. I mean, Dion was more focused on the Browns than Colorado. You know what I
he's more
mean?
focused on Shador now, and Shador's gone.
That's what. Yeah,
So
yeah. You got it.
I think
Um,
I don't expect much of Colorado this year. I think they're a 3-4 win team. I think
yeah.
Colorado. It was fun while it lasted, even though I hated it.
What about Lagway? What about Baylor?
What about that's a mystery. I think Lagway has potential, and I think playing in a conference where defense is optional might be a better suit for him.
Outside of Texas Tech, defense might be discouraged.
They don't play defense in the Big 12, so
No,
I think Lagway's stats are going to be very much inflated.
it's an electric conference. I think it's what he needs, though. I think he needs a year where he can just go nuclear, get
Yeah,
his comp. I'm sure he's getting paid. All those Texas teams have deep, deep pockets, and we'll see. I mean, as the Indianas of the world evolve from being basketball schools into football schools, you have Baylor. It's a football school that's kind of becoming a basketball school. They don't want that to happen. They want to be
no,
a football
they
school.
want to be a football school. It's Texas. They want to be a football school, and it's a
Oh,
beautiful stadium.
have
It's
you been?
I've not been, but I've heard it's beautiful.
Do you have any trips on the agenda?
We're doing an NFL trip. We're going down to MetLife to see Packers Jets week 2.
Oh
Let's
my
go
God.
Pack go.
Yeah.
It was a free ticket. Shout out to my friend's dad for giving me the tickets.
What was his name? Oh, your friend's dad.
My
Shout out to
friend's
them.
dad has season tickets to the Jets, so I cashed in on a deal I made 8 years ago.
Are you driving to MetLife?
I'm not driving. I'll take the train from the city.
You got to go to that mall next door to MetLife.
Got to
You can
go to the
go.
American Dream.
They have indoor skiing. Yeah,
They
it's like
do have
Dubai
indoor
in there.
skiing.
Um, so again, one team each,
One
or
team.
but we have different teams.
Mhm. I think it's a
So
crash course. It's gonna be BYU Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game, and I think
yeah,
the winner goes to the playoff. Obviously.
could not be more in lockstep here, brother.
All
And
right.
then
Is
Big
Arizona
Ten
State
next?
is Arizona State coming back before we switch to Big Ten?
No, not without Sam Levitt.
I don't know. Kenny Dillingham's a good coach,
He
but
is. He,
no
he
Sam
is.
Levitt.
But they lost. Yeah. Who's that
They lost,
receiver they
they
had?
lost Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Tyson,
They
who's
lost
actually
they lost Sam Levitt.
no no scat.
Yeah, Scott's gone. I think it was a fun season when they were good, but I
And
think
Dillingham, they can rebuild. Like he's a good coach, but this is not the year. Unless, in the Big 12, we talk about how the ACC can get weird.
mm,
The Big 12, I guess, has the potential to go nuclear on a moment's notice too.
yeah, like there's so many teams in the Big 12 that like Kansas State could go off. Kansas could go off for all we know.
That would be surprising. Although I did like them last year as a dark, dark horse, but that never panned out
TCU
on us.
could come out of nowhere and be good. I don't think TCU does this.
Oh, is that what it is? Damn, my bad.
All right, but yes, let's talk about the Big Ten. My favorite conference. A little bias.
Are you biased?
I'm a little biased
Why is that?
because Oregon's in the Big Ten.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
All right,
It goes through Oregon.
it goes
I
for
think
Oregon.
Oregon is Oregon it has the ceiling to be a world beater.
Yeah, Oregon has the best team we've had in a Dan Lanning era. It's just a question of like, can we like win all these games? Because we play some hard games. We have to go
So
to
are you tell me, right? Why could Oregon win it all?
I think we have the depth. We have the quarterback. We have the receivers. We have the returners. We have the running backs. We have all the key positions to be good. But again,
Why 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 would Oregon not win it all?
Oregon could not win it all because they could eventually lose to the eventual national champion. Hopefully, in the national championship game, I would love to make it there. Even if we lose, I would still like to make it there. But
Now what would
I don't want to get blown out again.
but what would stop this Oregon team from winning it all?
I think Ohio State might have something to say. We have to go to Ohio. I think Michigan might have something to say, although they have to come to Oregon and knock on wood.
Whittingham,
Dan Lanning is 2-0 against Kyle Whittingham. He
he
was 2-0
is.
against Utah, and they were both pretty good wins. But
Who's
there's
your
some
big
teams that are going to have something to say against to Oregon. And
Washington?
what? No, Washington's not going anywhere. Washington's a joke, and I'm not saying that because I'm biased.
I think they're all right.
I They almost lost Demond Williams. If he wasn't on a contract, they would have lost their
Yes.
quarterback.
Yes,
So
the
they have a
quarterback does
quarterback who doesn't
actively.
want to play there.
Yes.
They have a coach who barely likes coaching there. Like
Yeah.
they're Jed Fish is not happy in Washington. I don't know why he's still there.
Hmm.
So Washington, I'm not worried about. I'm just worried about Ohio State. Obviously, if we have to play Indiana again at any point, a little worried. We don't play them in the regular season. We don't play Penn State, but it's not. We don't play the bottom of the barrel teams. Unfortunately, we don't play Purdue. We're not playing like Minnesota. We're not playing Wisconsin.
You're not rowing the boat.
We're not rowing the boat this year. I think next year we play Minnesota.
If they go to the national championship, will you go?
Probably not because that's like a $700 ticket.
Fair. I just want you to get to a game.
I do want to go to a game. I might go to a BC game, but this year I don't think I'm making it to an Oregon game.
What would you do if Oregon came to Chestnut Hill?
Oh,
Would you root for Oregon?
I would root for Oregon 100%.
If BC somehow beat Oregon and stormed the field, would you storm with them?
Absolutely not.
Hmm. Okay.
There's no scenario where I stormed a field with BC students if they beat Oregon.
What if BC beat Washington and stormed the field? Would you storm?
Yeah, of course.
If BC beat Michigan State, even as a 3.5 point favorite, would you be?
I know your opinion on that field storm. I think if I go to the Rutgers game and they somehow beat Rutgers, they might storm the field.
If they storm the field against Rutgers,
They might.
blow up everything, throw NIL out.
It's the whiteout game. It's a whiteout game. It's the red bandana game. Tickets are only $20 five away.
I'm not around.
So
When it comes to BC football,
it's a Friday night in Chestnut Hill. What could be better?
oh my god, how can you not be romantic about BC football?
But
Who do you
I
think is a
think
better season, USC or UCLA?
UCLA had a pretty. We didn't talk about them in the offseason. They had a great offseason
Great
too.
off season.
They got a good coach. They do
Hmm.
play Oregon at Oregon, but still,
Holy Cross guy.
Holy Cross guy. I think I think USC probably has the better season just because I think they have the better team. But
Yeah.
I think UCLA is gonna sneak up on some people.
Hot or hot seat though. So a question for you because we want to be constant time here. How many or who wins the Big Ten?
I think Oregon wins the Big Ten.
I will say Ohio State
Do you think it's
wins the
Ohio
Big
State?
Ten.
Do you think it's an Ohio State Oregon rematch in the Big Ten championship?
I do, and I think Oregon loses that game narrowly. No, I think Oregon will beat Ohio State in Columbus, and then
Ohio
Ohio
State
State
will
will.
get the revenge.
I do, I do. How
It's a
many
hard
teams?
it's a hard place to win in Columbus.
It is big stadium. How many teams from the Big Ten?
Probably five.
I would say I yeah if I would
Because
five's
I
probably.
think Oregon, Ohio State are locks.
Mhm.
I think Indiana is I think Indiana's probably going to make it.
Yeah, Penn State could make it.
Penn State could make it. USC could make it.
Yep. I mean,
Michigan, they could make it.
UCLA has the quarterback to make it, right? If they win one of their three hard games and goes where they think, right? That'll two lost teams, so they could be in contention.
They have
Um,
to play USC and they have to play Oregon. And do they play Ohio State? Let's take a look.
I
UCLA
don't know, but
football,
then we should move on to the
the
SEC.
SEC. Yeah. UCLA does not play Ohio State, but they have to go to Michigan.
Yes, and but who knows what that's even like, right? Like Underwood is such an X factor.
Underwood is an X factor. I think Michigan's going to be better. I think their defense is going to be good. It's just the offense.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about Michigan like winning a national championship. I am worried that they might like be a Big Ten championship team.
100%.
All right, but let's talk about the SEC, the deepest conference.
Yeah, the Big Ten I think is higher highs, but the SEC does not have the lower lows of like the Purdue's of the world, right? So the deepest conference.
The deepest conference, and
Tell me the craziest team that could win the SEC though.
I think Texas A&M could be there. I like Elko. I don't think Vanderbilt wins it this year, but I think Vanderbilt's still gonna be pretty darn good.
I think I'm in lockstep with you. I think Vandy will be good, but first year quarterback, unlikely in the SEC. But they'll have the talent in a couple of years.
I think Arkansas is in rebuilding year. Arkansas is not winning it.
They might be the worst team in the conference, depending on how much you like Will Stein, right? Like, or Arkansas is a mess.
Arkansas, I mean, they lost Sam Pittman, which they should have gotten. They were right to get rid of him. Arkansas, yeah, it's not a fun time in Arkansas right now.
Most of the time, I feel like it's not a fun time in Arkansas.
It's not a great state. I don't have rave reviews about it.
Yeah, unless you're a Walton.
Unless you're a Walden and live up in the mountains or the
Yeah.
hills. Sorry,
Although I heard Fayetteville is pretty nice.
I've heard Fayetteville's a good time.
Um, I think it's funny, right? Because honestly, if I sit here and say like Alabama winning the SEC, you don't think that's crazy, but it kind of is crazy because I mean, which I don't think Bama will win it,
No,
but
I don't think they
I
will either.
um, but it's just how far we've come, right? From the idea of Alabama saying Bama could win the SEC is like a outlandish statement at this point. I think Texas will win the conference. I think the craziest winner.
Mhm.
I don't know how crazy it really is, but I think Oklahoma would
Material's
be
going to be good.
shocking
Is
if
Brent
Materi stay healthy. Yeah,
is Brent Venables on the hot? They just signed him. He's not on the hot seat. They just signed him a huge extension. He's not on the hot seat.
if they have a bad record, I think they are. I think he is. And then I think if Sark has an early playoff exit, I think he's also in the hot seat as well. But I don't think the seat. I think there's only one safe seat in the SEC. Honestly,
And it's Kirby
I think
Smart.
it's just Kirby. I think everybody else, you're 2 years away from, or
Well, you think Clark
one
Lee's
year.
on, you think Clark Lee's on the hot seat? No way is he on the hot seat. He's the best coach they've ever had.
I think everybody's ass is on the hot seat though. It's the SEC now.
I mean, I think.
Oh, well, I mean, all right. But if in 3 years, right, if they don't go anywhere and they put all that money into the program
Mm,
to go get that kid, right, and it doesn't pan out,
yeah. Then he's on the hot seat. But he's on the hot seat this year. Lane Kiffin's certainly not on the hot seat.
no, Lane can't be, right? But
Yeah.
like I said, everyone's 2 years away,
Yeah.
which in the past, right, like, you know, Clark Lee 15 years ago is never getting fired.
Mhm.
So, I mean,
I
all he
think.
did was
Do you think Florida's going to be any good this year? John Summerall, Tulane guy.
I like Summerall. I think they'll be good next year. I think they'll be formidable, but no, I think it'll be a little formulaic this year. I don't see any of the new coaches. Like maybe Golding will be all right,
Mhm.
because they have, so much of that infrastructure already there.
Mhm.
And he was really just a promotion, so you didn't have to start from square one. But I think most of the new coaches won't make too much noise.
All right. And
Uh,
what about Tennessee? Then we'll predict our national champions.
I don't think Tennessee's making too much noise. I don't think Tennessee's in the playoff.
Tennessee's not going to playoff.
No,
Not this
I don't
year.
think so. No, I don't
Do
think
they,
so.
do they beat Bama this year?
No, I don't. I don't think
It's
so.
at Tennessee.
I know, but I think that's not
It
big.
becomes a thing if they can't win at Bama for a third game in a row. It's
I
it
think
becomes a it becomes a thing.
it's not it's not dumb enough for DeBoer to lose that game. Like DeBoer can get up for a game like that. DeBoer will lose. His loss will be dumber than that, I think.
It's also be
Um,
it's also be to like Arkansas.
or Stein, right? Stein probably knows DeBoer a little bit. Something stupid like that.
All right, we got about
Uh,
a minute and a half left.
all
Who's
right,
your
give me your top four set the two semifinal teams and your national
All
champion.
right, so Oregon, I think Ohio State's going to be in there, and then I think Texas Tech's going to win a playoff game, and then who's my final one? Let's go with an SEC team. Let's go with Texas.
Okay. I'll go Oregon, Georgia, Ohio State. I'll, I'll put my neck out there. I'll go BYU.
I like that. I like that. All right, and then our one non-college football question: your Super Bowl pick, and you have to guess the score too. We're doing that this year.
Okay. Last year, I think I said the Patriots were going to be really good.
Mhm.
I'd have to go back and rewatch the tape on it. Who do I think will win the bowl this year? Um, hmm.
You have like 30 seconds.
Oh shit, sorry. Okay. And apologies for cursing. I think the Rams will win it.
All
I think
right.
the Rams beat the Bengals in a rematch 28-22.
That's our show for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week. Big Fred, over and out.